Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about bullying, and the reason I wanted to talk about bullying is because throughout my life I've had to deal with bullying, and I am pretty much sick of it. I know in my past vlogs, I know in one of them I mentioned that I had to deal with a bully before in elementary school, and it seems like from that point on, from that first time that I was bullied, it only seemed to have gotten worse. And I just think that, well, I think the issue with bullying is the people that are doing the bullying, they think that they're getting something out of it. They think that they're better than everyone else, and they want to sit there and claim that they are. But you know, in reality, when they sit there and they bully you, first of all, I'm not condoning bullying. And I'm not saying that you should go out there and bully people and push people around and beat them up and harass them and just do all sorts of horrible things. So I'm not really condoning it. But what I've noticed with bullies is they sit there and they'll make comments like, "Oh, well, I know I'm better than you," or "Oh, you know, I can just kick your ass anytime I want. I can push you around." And and I've noticed that type of mentality is the same type of mentality that the world's richest people and the world's most powerful people have. And when I say that, I'm referring to the Illuminati. So, you know, in a way, you could say that the majority of the bullies in today's society are trying to imitate the Illuminati, and maybe perhaps it's because their parents are rich or powerful, or you know, and so they think that they can get away with it because they have some sort of power struggle going on. And it may not even be that. It may be because they're jealous, or maybe because they're simply angry that you have something that they want that they'll never have. And for the most part, you know, you shouldn't have to deal with bullying, whether it's at school, whether it's at work. And that's been the problem. That's been the problem that I've had for a really long time. People think that they can just push me around, tell me what to do. They think that by doing that they are controlling me, manipulating me. They think that, you know, because they can just beat me up or throw me around, that it's okay, that I won't fight back, or that there won't be some sort of backlash. Well, you know, that's not the case, because these bullies, well, these bullies are no better than your average whiner. And here's the thing with bullies. If you're being bullied, don't let them bully you. Don't put up with it. Fight back. I know there's a lot of people that will say, "Oh, well, bullying, you know, fighting back is wrong. You know, you don't become the bully." Well, you know what? There have been incidences where people have died from being bullied. That have led to suicide. That have led to all sorts of problems. And, well, here's the thing. Don't put up with it. Fight back. You know, if you're being bullied and they're making all kinds of nasty comments, or they're beating you up, or whatever the case may be, don't put up with it. Fight back. Fight back. No matter what anyone says, don't listen to them. Fight back. Because I'll tell you what, if you don't fight back, they'll just take advantage of you. And you'll end up like me, always being pushed around. Always thinking that, you know, people will take advantage of you. And in my case, people do take advantage of me all the time. So that's why I'm speaking out about it. And I really believe that, for the most part, you know, if people are going to bully you, you have a right to fight back, especially if they get physical. I don't agree with bullying, and I certainly don't condone it. And you know, this whole thing of, well, if you're being bullied, you know, tell a teacher, or you know, tell someone who cares. Well, here's the thing. I have heard a number of times, even when I was in school, from teachers that they don't care, or you know, that it's not their problem, or you know, that there isn't anything that they can do about it. Well, here's the thing. They can do something about it. They're just choosing not to, because they really don't care. So that's why I'm opening up and saying that, you know, if you're being bullied, fight back. Don't put up with it. You know, if someone's pushing you around, or they're punching you every day, or they're stabbing you in the leg with a pencil, or you know, they're just doing all sorts of horrible things in school. Don't put up with it. You know, you're a human being. You breathe air just like anyone else. You know, and from the bully's perspective, you know, just because they think, oh, well, I'm bigger, I'm tougher, and just because I can beat your ass and I can do whatever I want to you. Sure, yeah. Let me explain something to you, bullies. You go ahead and you do that, and you go through life bullying people. People like me in society, we see this, and we put a label on you. And there's going to come a time when I'm going to be in a position of power, and I'm going to have a way of detouring you from ever getting a job, ever making money, all because you simply bullied me. See, the past has a way of catching up to the present and the future. And by doing this, well, see, hiring you is a choice. I don't have to hire you simply because you bullied me in the past. Because who's to say you wouldn't bully me in the workplace? See, so actually bullying can keep you from getting a job. It can keep you from making your precious money that you so badly crave. You know, people have a way of labeling you, and you don't really want that. You know, you think that you're above everyone else and that you're better than everyone else. Okay, fine. Then that must mean that you don't need a job, you don't need money. You can take care of yourself just fine without money and without a job. So, you know, with that in mind, you know, if you know a person is being a bully, why hire them? Why? Because they're like any other person? so they can just continue to bully people? You know, I don't think it's fair that you condone bullying by giving them jobs, by giving them money, by giving them power, by giving them what they want. It's very degrading to people like me who have been bullied and who have to put up with that even in the workplace, because it goes from school to work. And, you know, you would think that by the time you reach adulthood, you would stop doing it. But I have seen a number of people that just don't understand that, you know, you're an adult now. You don't have a reason to be bullying someone. And if you think you do, well, then maybe you don't need your job. Maybe you don't need the money. Now, you're probably sitting there asking yourself, well, what does bullying have to do with making money or having a job? Well, let me tell you something. It has a lot to do with it, because you're having to deal with people on a daily basis. And, you know, even if you're in a job environment that doesn't deal with people, regardless, you still have to deal with people. You have to deal with coworkers. And if you're sitting there and you're bullying coworkers that you've went to school with in the past, it's going to catch up to you. Because of course they're going to say something to your boss, and then your boss is going to say something to you, and then you're going to get fired. So, you know, it doesn't really pay to bully. It's like even in grade school. You know, you bully another student, that student goes and tells the teacher sends you to the principal's office, and you get suspended, and then eventually you get expelled. See, the way I see it is, you're fucked if you do, and you're fucked if you don't, by bullying. And if you want to fuck yourself over, go right ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead and keep bullying. Not that I really am condoning it, but, you know, if that's the type of mentality you want to have, or you're going to have, no matter what I say, go ahead, fuck yourself over. I don't care. I don't. And you know why I don't care? Because I'm not the one doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself. So, you know, you want to cut off your own air. You want to cut off your own money supply, your own power supply. Go right ahead. But for the people out there that are being bullied, don't put up with it. Don't put up with it. If you're being bullied in the workplace, tell your boss. And tell your boss to fire them. Because those type of people that are bullying you, they don't need the job. They don't need the money. They're just there to cause problems. Regardless of whether it sounds unprofessional or not, you know, if they're sitting there bullying you in the workplace, clearly they're not professional, and clearly they don't know how to work with coworkers, or they have some sort of social disorder. So they don't really need the job until they can get mental help, and until they can get help to solve their problems. Because if the bully can't solve their problems, then they don't need a job. It all leads up to that point. It really does. And, you know, I just can't fathom why anyone would want to live their life like that, you know? And of course, you know, if the bully thinks that they're smart and they want to lie or deny it, well, you know what? If you work in a place that has security cameras and you stand around the security cameras long enough, your boss is going to see the video footage. And if he doesn't, well, you know, go find a witness. Go find a witness Go find someone that will stand up to the bully, and that will put a stop to it, because there are people that will do that. If you have a compliance officer with your company, go tell your compliance officer. Because clearly the bully isn't following compliance with rules and regulations of that company, and it falls under harassment. So, you know, there you go. The bully will lose his job, or her job. So, I'm just going to really stress this, you know, whether it's at school, whether it's in the workplace, don't put up with them. Now, if you see them on the street, well, you know what? Stay away from them. Stay away from that person. And if they're stupid enough to attack you, kick their ass. The bully will deserve what they get. Kick their ass. Just go all out. Don't murder them, but, you know, teach them a damn good lesson. Because as far as I'm concerned, you know, if they're stupid enough to attack you, they deserve to get what they get. The bully deserves to be beaten up. Now, people might say, oh, well, that makes you no better than the bully. Well, you know what? That's a two-way street. That is a two-way street. You know, because clearly that bully has no respect for you, so why should you respect that bully? You know, and if that bully is bigger than you and tougher than you, well, you know what? If there's a 2x4 nearby, pick it up and use it. Just well on them. Because it makes a great equalizer, and, you know, I mean, of course, if you're smart, you know, in some states, you can get certified for a taser, and, which means you have to have it used on you, but I guarantee that bully isn't going to want to fuck with you if you've got a taser. And if he still fucks with you, he deserves to get tased. So, you know, you're probably thinking, well, why am I encouraging such violence? I'm encouraging such violence because it's been encouraged on me. So, I'm doing a 180. Have I become the bully? Maybe not. Maybe I've become something more of a vengeful person. I'm just seeking vengeance. Does it make it right? No. Do I go around bullying people? No, I don't. All the stuff that I've talked about in this video, I don't go around doing, but I've been bullied before. I've been pushed around. I know as I said in one of my previous vlogs, I said that I had punched someone before because they tried taking my lunch money, and that was back in grade school. But it's just really discerning that in today's society, people feel that they have to bully other people just to get ahead in life, just because they think that they're better, because they've got more money, because they've got more power. And when it comes to power, you don't have more power. You have about the same amount of power as anyone else in this world, which is very little. And when it comes to money, money doesn't make a difference. And if you think that money can just buy people over, that doesn't always work that way. You might think it does, but it doesn't. So, what it boils down to is, if you're being bullied, then you've got two choices. You can tell someone, or you can kick that bully's ass. So, on the flip side of that, if you're the bully, well, you can stop bullying, or you can get your ass kicked. Because I guarantee you're going to go around bullying people, and one of these days, you're going to be the one that's going to become bullied. There's always going to be someone out there that's going to be bigger, badder, and tougher than you. And you're going to meet that person one of these days, and you're going to get what you deserve. You're not going to like it. It's going to hurt. And, well, hopefully it'll teach you a lesson. A very hard lesson in life. So, I hope I really hope that I've made some valid points in this video, and it may not be the greatest advice, it may not be the best advice, it may not even be good advice, but I really hope that people at least listen to some of the advice that I am spewing out and take it into consideration, because bullying does affect lives, and it does affect you. So thank you for watching my video, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you again.